The Russian River, located in Northern California, is a 110-mile stretching freshwater river. It springs in Mendocino County, about 2.5 hours north of San Francisco, and flows generally southwest through Sonoma County, emptying into the Pacific Ocean. The Russian River passes through more than a dozen towns, and its beautiful scenery attracts residents from all walks of life, no matter the social class, sexual orientation, age, or religion. And there's another subgroup of locals, the ones who literally live along the river and deep in the redwoods.
I'm not so tanned. It's just an extra layer of dirt that I kind of carry well, I guess, you know.
They are kind of long, huh? I trimmed this one once, and trimmed them, and then I decided they shouldn't be trimmed.
My life's not so great. It's pretty exciting to write a book, I'm sure.
Do you sleep in there?
I sleep right up here.
Right on the
This
water?
is my living room. That's my bedroom.
My car blew up. I was the only one in town that had a car. I still have car insurance.
Right. I went to college for 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78. Never graduated, but it was a great experience.
Don't open the new one.
You got an old one in there?
Yeah.
Do it now.
Put it back. Take out the old one. I want the old one empty. D1 and bicycle didn't look good.
They catch on to things in the forest, you know. They'll get them buried, caught in the berry bushes, and they pull and.
So I lost my home, I lost my job, I lost my home, I lost my cat, lost everything I owned, guitars, everything gone. Just last year, I re-upped to my totally legal ID on my last unemployment check and got my license back too. So I'm totally legal now. But homeless, or home challenged. Home challenged.
No one said that we could stay here.
Well, I'll probably drop dead here.
I didn't decide I wanted to move outdoors or anything and just adopt it as a lifestyle. I just was kind of thrust into it after making several poor choices.
I thought it'd be really rough, but it's not.
While we survive, we have to count on finding something to eat, keep warm, prepare yourself for the night. I mean, you can enjoy the day all you want, but it's going to get dark and cold sooner or later, and you better be ready.
Of course it's gonna get cold, but that's why I got blankets. They're like thick.
During the winter, they don't mind, you know, they don't bother you here. But during the summer, see, in the middle of fire season, they frown on it because there's a lot of dry weeds out here.
Mm-hmm.
And what they do is, you know, if you start a forest fire out here in a New York minute, they're hard to put out.
I got a good night's tent, but I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Well, I'll find a place in the next couple of days.
What do you mean? What happened just now?
Oh, I got kicked off this property because guy said it looked like a homeless camp, so I had to vacate. I'll find something here in the next couple of days. Not, I'll figure something out.
Where do you think you're gonna fall asleep tonight? Under one of the bridges?
No, go over there. Underneath that tarp.
Which
that
one?
tarp over there, that big one. That's where I slept last night.
It's really difficult to live on $800 a month. I want to find me a place. I keep hanging on to my storage unit because I have my home in there, and I'm praying one day I'll have that home again. It's the hope I hang on to.
This is, my vacation home. I come out here when I like to, because, let's put it this way. My lady friends that come visit me, they love it here because I have arches, okay? And they love the artwork, the trees, and they look up and they go, it's so peaceful, it's cool. And the hottest time of day, it's still nice and cool. You can sit back and read the books. No one can see it from any angle. This is like an old camp that I just happened to come upon. All of this stuff wasn't mine. It was abandoned, and I just took it over. And since no one's come back in 2 years, it's like, well, no one's complained. Of course, there wasn't nothing left behind that was worth a shit. It was all messed up, rained on, and, it's all.
It's a mess. It's a total mess. It's pretty, it looks real crowded, but hey, all it needs is a place to crash, right?
How long have you been sleeping in your car?
Basically 2000, I'd say 4 years. 4 years. I have to just jump it, put gas in it, get insurance. I mean, you have to get insurance so I can register it, right? Because it just took me, I just didn't have the money. It's on my to-do list, clean out my car. No, it's really not a problem. It's just, you got plenty of blankets, sleeping bags, blankets. I mean, it's a little rough, of course. Oh, yeah, sure, it's a little rough, but people go, Mark, you can't sleep in your car in the wintertime. I go, well, I have been. I'm still here, right? So.
Speaking of food, are you able to live and eat well? Do people help you out around town?
Yeah, I'm okay. You can tell I'm not sucked up or I got a belly. Yeah, I'm always good to go. Always good to go. Food's not a problem. I'm never hungry.
The raccoons come in here and rip my stuff up. They go, what do you got, man? Oh, you got some, chow mein noodles. So I have to hide them. Batten down the hatches. Boom.
That's how you cook?
Yeah, why not?
How do you find that?
I didn't find it. I seeked it out.
Around here they feed you once a day, except Monday. Like today, they usually don't feed you because everything's closed.
Who's they?
Well, the, whatchamacallit, I can't, what's her name? There's a thrift shop. What's her name? I forget the lady's name. Andrea, right? Andrea, she feeds Tuesday through Friday, and then after that, one of the churches here feed us Saturday, Sunday. There's a roadside church, which I usually attend. They feed you pretty good. Monday's about the only days up in the air.
I have to say there's a lot of good church groups that give food away. Occidental, Monterio, Guerneville, you can actually survive that way by just going to these food giveaways and meals.
Some gas stations at the end of the night will give out their hot dogs or whatever, or you get what you can when you can.
How long have you had timber?
12 years.
Everyone knows timber.
Everybody knows
He's the mayor of
timber.
Guerneville.
How do you guys feed timber?
We buy food and panhandling.
And Bengal.
I panhandle.
You do.
It's honest. Better than going up in their shit and taking it. Okay? At least I can take yay or nay. I know what no means.
You know, some people just give up. They do. They just give up. But you still got to live, though, right? I mean, you still got to eat and, you know, find shelter, and I mean, but they basically give up as far as any, you know, ambition or. And then they, you know, they start panhandling, and, you know, oh, can you spare a dollar? Which I don't do that. I do not do that. But yeah, I mean, if you're starving.
Oh yeah, I just, you know, you gotta pick up trash anyway. Gives you a few bucks every now and then. I would have taken them in by now, but they don't open till Tuesday.
I'm making bank. I'm making $160 a week. I'll recycle.
Garbage cans are full of them. I make $26 today. And it only took me about 40 minutes.
Oh, they pay you, you know, pretty good. Big cans, you know, like this one here, they pay 10 cents. And small cans, they pay about 5 cents. Plastic jars, they pay about 8-9 cents a jar. You know, they go by weight.
There's not enough of them to make it, you know, because there's a lot of people that do that. I'm just not at the place to accumulate anything, you know. It's just, I gotta leave it out, and then somebody takes it, maybe, you know.
My older brother and a third brother, they died. And my youngest brother, he lives in Alaska. My parents bought a house here in '62. And then my parents died a while back. And right now my brother's widow, I signed it over to her because she has 2 girls.
Then my dad passed away, and I went down to you know, for the funeral and all that, and stayed there in Santa Maria for a while. But you know, it's where I grew up, but it was like it wasn't for me, because this is home, you know, Sonoma County and right here.
I haven't had a girlfriend in years. Because I don't feel it's right to put some woman in my life when I'm not happy with myself.
My family's basically disowned me because they don't like the life I live. My mom didn't even like the name. She tried to change it. My mom doesn't even like my name.
He has no idea that I'm alive. He doesn't even know that I conceived him, you know. 'Cause I went and visited my wife after we got divorced, and that's when we made that baby, you know. She gave it away because she wasn't financially able to care for the child, you know.
I have 2 boys and a girl. The girl's from the first marriage. She's 34, 35 years old. And the boys are 23 and 19. As a matter of fact, during the marriage, we were fighting like cats and dogs, and all. After the divorce, she became my best friend.
But no, no kids. The brothers I grew up with, no. Passed away. Parents passed away. Who else? Yeah, everybody in my family. Never been married. Don't need it. Don't need another headache.
So we separated. And I moved out to Monterey. I worked in Valley Port at that time, making shub capos. Shub, that's right, shub capos. She found me because she got a little place in Roanoke Park. She was doing really good. She got her hair redone and all this, really good. And she passed away. Okay? I came out with her. She passed away. I said, no, what do I do? I'm a man of nowhere. No man's land. But, gotta be conducive. Keep on keeping on.
I've gone to Hawaii for a while, I've gone to Tennessee. But still something drives me back here.
I was fired from my job because I couldn't keep it because I didn't know what was wrong with me. It took them 1.5 years to diagnose me. After that, I was so far in debt. And I went from making pretty damn decent money, making no money at all. It took me 3.5 years to get disability because nobody believes in fibromyalgia. They all think you're crazy. Yeah, pain makes you crazy.
So I studied business at Cal Poly and psychology at SF State. I worked at the Langley Porter Institute at UCSF with the mostly disturbed children. And I think that's when I decided I couldn't do it. You know, I don't know, it was hard. Emotionally, it was tough. Dealing with, those kids. And
I worked in a corporate shop corporation for 11 years. From ground up to quality control. Had a supervisor come in for a month trying to tell me what I didn't know. Okay, I couldn't deal with that on a daily basis. No. So I took a week off, came back in, and said, shook his hand, I quit. Have a nice life. He said, that or snap his neck, and I can't do that. Where's the end of that? I'm waiting to be here having this conversation with you if I did that.
I got a disability. I got a degenerative lumbar condition. I actually hurt my back carrying my dog to get euthanized a few years back, and it took me about 6 months to be able to stand up straight again. And I'm 1.5 inches shorter than I was when I went into the Air Force. So I get basically right around $1,000 every month, which is a hell of a lot better than the 3 zeros, which I was getting for a couple of years.
I had this boss that was a real asshole, and he called me all these names and stuff, and I said, oh, what the fuck is this guy doing, He's getting mighty personal, and I don't even know, you don't even know the guy. So I quit, and I told myself I'd never work again, and that was it.
I worked in the winery business. Forklift driver, warehouse worker. I don't know, with overtime and stuff, anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500 a month. But my bills were $2,800 a month, so every month I was going into debt $300 a month.
And no license and no insurance and oops.
Do I?
John's coming. I'm beating him.
Oh, okay.
But he's gonna come up through the hard on the knees area.
All right.
Well, good meeting you too. Take care of yourself.
Oh, absolutely. I try every day in every way.
Yeah. It's not a common thing. It's a pretty peaceful community.
the community does help. I mean, it's just some people go, they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with the homeless, right? There's people with that attitude, and it's sad though, because you got to deal with them. I mean, and most of them are actually pretty cool. Pretty cool.
How old are you again?
56.
And you've been out here for 19 years?
I haven't been out here in 19 years. I've been out in this area. I've been in Sonoma County. Okay.
Here, I've lived here since, 62, 63.
Most of the cops here are so cool with us because they know our situation and they love Tim Bear. And they cut us a lot of slack.
Everybody, half the businesses in town put up bowls of water for him and food for him.
My best friend died. My fiance died. Brother died shortly after. My aunt died, and then my uncle died. And I rode to Monterey and I said, drop me off. Had me a real nice place in Ryan's Beach. Things went sour. I moved back behind us. I catch rides on motorcycles every now and again. It picks up my spirit.
Thugs.net.
And that's what we're about around here. Believe it or not, I pretty much know every single person there.
Most of us are harmless unless you cross us, and then we're hell on wheels. And that's why we survive, because it's ugly out here.
My friends help me out. Not so much my family, but my friends.
We are brothers. This is his dog and my best friend.
I gave him a campsite. I gave him Tim Bear's campsite.
Well, I guess we help some of the people that deserve my help. Some don't. Some, they're lost. And I can't help them. I won't help them. Some are cruel. Some steal. Steal from us. You want to steal from the rich and give to the poor, okay, but steal from the poor?
If you show them respect,
They'll
will
show
treat
you
you with
respect.
respect.
When I had a place, I used to come out. I'd feed these guys biscuits and gravy, eggs Benedict, steak and eggs. But I don't have that anymore. So I'm asking them to take care of me because it's really, really hard to be a female in this town and homeless. And that's where I'm at.
They have emotional problems and they can't deal with life very well, and so that's how they end up homeless. You're crazy first, and then you become homeless. But it's all intertwined too. I mean, it doesn't help being homeless. It does not help your emotional well-being, right? It doesn't. No, not. And that's why, you know, a lot of the homeless, you know, it's a pretty tight group together because they're all in the same boat, struggling, you know, throughout life. So I've had periods of depression, really severe, but and then I get manic sometimes, you know, but it's more, I don't know, I've adjusted to it and just like, I can't get depressed, okay? I just can't anymore. Forget it. It's not going to happen, right? Because it's really bad. It's really bad. And, you know, you have a lot of bad thoughts.
Of course I get badgered. Of course I get cussed out. But, you know, they don't know. I can't blame them for not knowing. Being ignorant only means you don't know.
Life goes on.
The main thing is to stay respectful to all people.
Live in the laws of the land, like the Cherokee.
Oh, man. We gotta be like China. Everything we're buying right now is China, China, China. You know what? When we go buy USA, be USA, USA, and everybody start buying USA again. I don't know. Our economy right here sucks. Bad.
There's people out there, they have that all-American dream. It takes a split second for that to fall apart. I know, because that's all it took for me.
You know, I mean, how do you get rid of the homeless? How do you do that? You know, and it's pretty much impossible. I mean, they're just human beings like everybody else who've been having a rough time for various reasons.
There's nothing left but humor, laughter, love above all. Because without the love, you're going to lose. Period. My friend, the day will come when you're going to want to know that one thought. Do I walk away from this or not? Is it a good day to die? Or is it a good day to live and walk away to live another day? And I turn around and I live another day.
I write a lot. It's my my cooking and my writing are my artistic abilities. Oh, and the funny thing is, I have all my teeth, and I still carry a toothbrush and toothpaste with me. And my boys laugh at me because I'm always brushing my teeth. To the sea, take me thee. Where do I belong? To the river, there I go. Where do you see me? Nowhere. Everywhere. Maybe just in a song. Am I here where I go? Where the river meets the sea? Do you know or do you dare? Just life? The integrity of anyone. Let's talk about it. The addiction, the life, the abundance, the faith, but the hopelessness of never knowing. The family blood of thereof that fails in the end, the trueness of the homies, and the blood that runs thicker. It's always in the hood, where the river meets the sea, for I have come home. It's hard to be you. It's hard to be me. Does anyone really care? Are we truly free? From your persecution, your criticism, your opinion, looking at me like what? Like I'm in a temporary situation, or I am just here like a schmuck. See me, feel me, hear me, be me. Or do you even dare?